So, which under the radar rookie running back could turn out to be one of the best values of 2024 fantasy football? I'm going to tell you in just a second, but if you're new to the channel, this is the Fantasy Sports Boss Fantasy Football channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and become a member if you choose to do so. So, looking at the crop of rookie running backs this season, the general consensus is that there's really not a lot of high-end players that are going to contribute initially in fantasy football. You know, some of the best values, though, among the rookie crop, regardless of the position, has come at the running back spot. Because, you know, oftentimes, and more so than any other spot, when a starting running back goes down, the backup comes in, and sometimes it is the rookie, and they generally get the majority of carries, and they could put up some consistent, solid fantasy points on a weekly basis. Unlike when a starting receiver goes down, usually the backup's not very helpful in fantasy. But I was looking at the the rookie running back crop, and there's one name that just jumps out to me. Now, you're probably going to say I'm a homer, but I think Tyrone Tracy Jr. of the New York Giants could turn out to be the biggest value among maybe all running backs this season. All right. Now I'll explain why in a second. Now, if anybody doesn't know Tyrone Tracy, he comes from Purdue. He's a wide receiver by trade who converted to running back his last year with the Boilermakers. Tremendous athleticism. Now, he's an older player, right? He's going to be 24 by the time the season starts, but he ran a 4.48 at the combine. All right. And his advanced metrics while playing running back for Purdue last season were very impressive. 4.4 yards after contact, which is a very, very impressive number. So he's strong on his feet. He could break tackles. He's got good vision. Caught 19 passes, forced missed tackle rate 0.40. So he's got wiggle. He's got some fluidity in his movements. Obviously, the 40 time is very impressive. But here's the best part. He's on a Giants team that just lost Saquon Barkley to the Philadelphia Eagles. And that really just replaced him with a average, you know, somewhat slightly above average Devin Singletary. Now, Devin Singletary is what he is. He's a solid back, right? He's average, I believe, about 4.5 yards per carry for his career, which is impressive for a guy who doesn't have blazing speed. The Giants gave him a 3-year deal. They can get out of it without a lot of cap hit. So there's an opportunity. Like, if Singletary gets off to a bad start, if he gets injured, if Tyrone Tracy comes in there, I think instantly in PPR leagues, he could have some immense value. Again, think about Antonio Gibson when he first started out with the Washington Commanders. Like, he was fantasy friendly right from the get-go because he knew how to run routes as a former receiver himself. And Gibson, while since then has kind of dropped into that running back 3 territory, that's more based on lack of usage than anything else. You know, Gibson really hasn't been a starting, full-fledged starting running back. He's been on mostly committees. But I think if Tyrone Tracy, due to an injury to Singletary or what have you, gets into the starting role, I think he can put up some impressive numbers. The speed is there, tackle breaking is there, athleticism, fluidity, and he can catch the football. This checks all the boxes you want for a late round, an opportunity. This checks all the boxes you want from a late round dart throw who could win you a league. It's as simple as that. So I think Tyrone Tracy Jr. needs to be on your sleeper list. Circle his name. Make sure you get him in the later rounds of the draft. Guys, hit that subscribe button. More videos on the way soon.